There's too many things, there's too many obstacles that could be in your way. You could work as hard as you want and put in all the effort you want, play the most perfect game in the world, and the other team has just a little bit more talent. And the game unfolds that way. Statistics tell you that, emotion tells you that, programs, historic, all these things will tell you that you could play as hard as you can, work as hard as you can. You get to that moment and you're at the cusp of it, doesn't guarantee it. But what it does guarantee you is that it guarantees you your best opportunity and your best moment. That it does. And when these guys so far, in their words, they've crushed things that we've put in front of them, they have. So I'm confident that their effort in their abilities is going to come out to its fullest potential. That I'm comfortable with. If it's not good enough, then we have to go get even more. And that'll indicate that too. But I'm comfortable and confident if we keep pushing these guys, they're going to be able to restore the emotion it takes and the type of attitude that it takes to hustle. And to me, when you start hustling, you're stepping in the right direction of winning again. I just hope you get the right one coming back. A lot of them come back, you know, at ease with what's going on, being a college athlete. They're in better shape, and then you have some that still, you know, is too much of a transition for them. These guys have made that transition as far as I'm concerned, and so there's probably 5 pitchers that are going to spend some time for us. I think, you know, if you look around, Jonathan Ortega and Nick Perez are 2 of the guys that, you know, position player-wise that have proven that they are going to deserve some opportunities to get there. Ryan Newman is another kid who's offensively for us. And if I start naming off everybody's name, I'll end up leaving off one of them that is going to do the same thing. But there's been, I'm going to be honest with you, there's been 3 freshman arms that have gone out there for us that we feel comfortable that if we started them, that they would have an opportunity and a chance to go out there and be very successful. Brandon Lewis has been really good for us so far as a freshman. They've done well, and so and there's been probably about 2 or 3 other guys that have done the same thing. So I feel like the freshman class, and look, you don't know that. I think any major college coach will tell you one of the biggest question marks is when you put a freshman out there in a different colored jersey over a 5-game period. What happens? Because remember, they're used to being really successful, and then no matter how good they really might be, they may be facing an arm that nobody's very good against. And so we got to, you know, rekindle their spirit per se and their confidence. And so, but I feel good about the directions these freshmen have gone. I certainly feel confident and comfortable about every one of them and the amount of effort they put in. That I feel very comfortable with.
How do you balance with Corey guys sort of the decision to use him on the weekends as a starter versus because he's a valuable outfielder for you as well? How do you balance those two?
Well, ideally it would have been for Corey to go on Sundays. Reason for it, he could play Friday, Saturday, pitch Sunday, off Monday, play Tuesday, get work in Wednesday, Thursday. So it makes better sense that way. I don't know that it's going to work that way. He might be the Tuesday starter also. There's still that outside possibility because of his competitiveness, which he is, a great competitor. He may end up being the back end guy too. He can roll right out of right field and here we go. And so, or center field, whichever one. And or you know, certain days DH if he's had a lot of workload, DH and balancing that part of it. It's a true challenge. Those guys, you know, when you start talking about trying to prevent injuries and different things, when a guy does both, it's a challenge for a coach because you don't want to overdo it with him. And you know, those guys, those competitive guys, their famous answer is, "Coach, I'm good." You're like, "Coach, I'm good." And so you really, as a coach, you're challenged with balancing that because sometimes they're probably not. And those guys will tell you they are.
But it's thinking last year that you were 2 arms away from being good. You feel like you have pitching this year, maybe you play with 5, you have 5.27 RWS, 2.7 RWS. Got to improve on that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we have more depth. A lot of times, at different times last year and different times in my career when we've gone to the bullpen or if somebody went down and got hurt, we felt like what we were running out there wasn't as good. Right now, the depth tells us that we have some guys when we get into games that we can match up with people and burn a left-handed pitcher for 2 out of 3 hitters or 1 hitter, and the next guy we bring in for the matchup is going to be quality too. So we feel better about the amount of depth that we have on the mound. And I feel, and I gotta be honest with you, I've been wrong before, and this one I don't need to be, but I really think, having the ability of having a senior like Lucas, I've never seen Lucas work like this before. I've never seen him engaged as much as he is right now. He's always been a good worker, but I'm seeing the kind of focus and engagement from him all the time. So when you have a senior going out there doing that, it filters down. Your job is to write and report news and however it may be, but from a personal level, you guys have been fantastic for me in my life and going through what I went through. I received messages and notes from all of you, and I appreciate it. It's all of you, actually every one of you guys sitting in here. So for me personally, to you guys, the way you dealt with what was going on in my life was uplifting. There were a lot of people who made my life better during a terrible time, and you guys were certainly part of it, and you ladies were certainly part of it. I appreciate that from a personal standpoint. I'm not asking you not to write anything bad about me for my future, but I promise you this, it did make a difference in my life, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you, guys.